Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm diving into one of the most anticipated horror releases of 2026, Evil Dead Burn. If you're a fan of the franchise, you know the bar will be set high. Sam Raimi's original, and also the 2013 remake, and also Evil Dead Rise, all brought something unique to the table. But does this latest entry live up to the legacy? Short answer is yes, and in some ways, it even surpasses recent efforts. Evil Dead Burn follows Alice, a recently widowed woman still reeling from the trauma of her abusive husband, Will. Will's death, also, which was in a horrific car wreck. Looking for solace and a fresh start, she retreats to the secluded family home of her in-laws. What begins as a quiet, tense gathering quickly spirals into nightmare fuel when Alice discovers the family's hidden occult ties. One by one, the relatives fall victim to a demonic entity, transforming into the franchise's signature bloodthirsty deadites. The story smartly builds on classic Evil Dead mythology while carving out its own identity. It's intimate, claustrophobic, and relentlessly focused on the family's dysfunction turned supernatural horror. Think generational trauma mixed with ancient evil. Where Evil Dead Burn truly shines is in its atmosphere and tone. This is a darker, meaner, and significantly scarier film than Evil Dead Rise. From the opening scenes, the director establishes a pervasive sense of dread that never lets up. The film employs a striking grayscale, washed out look throughout, which brilliantly enhances the bleak, oppressive mood. It strips away vibrant colours, leaving everything feeling cold, decayed, and hopeless. This visual choice adds layers to the psychological horror and makes the grotesque moments hit even harder. This movie looks very grotesque, and it's all the better for it. The practical makeup and creature design feel raw, visceral, and true to the franchise's splatter and grotesque roots. One standout performance that absolutely elevated the film is the actor playing the father-in-law of Alice. Even before any possession takes hold, this guy is terrifying. He carries this inherent evil presence. Those eyes in particular are truly haunting and scary. They sucked me in through the screen and generally unsettled me during the quieter dialogue heavy scenes. He was even scary then. It's a masterclass in subtle menace that makes his eventful transformation all the more shocking and satisfying. I also got to say that the violence and the intensity are dialed up significantly in this movie. This movie is extremely violent, and it's a bloody movie as well that delivers some of the franchise's most memorable set pieces in years. While I appreciated the restraint in certain moments, it never feels like it's relying solely on gore for shock value. But I do wish it had gone even further in the gore department. I heard there are rumours that several scenes were also shortened and cut for pacing and gore reasons. And I sincerely hope we get an uncut director's version on physical media soon, because I bet you 100% fans will eat this up in the uncut format. The macabre, grotesque energy runs through every frame. Deadite transformations and brutal confrontations are executed with vicious creativity. It's extremely chaotic in that twisted Evil Dead way and relentlessly entertaining to watch, especially on the big screen. Also got to say, the film isn't perfect. The ending, while it's strong overall and delivers a fitting climax for the character Alice, but I felt the heavy use of CGI in the final act was unnecessary. The franchise has always thrived on practical effects. Sticking with practical effects throughout would have elevated the final even more, I reckon. But that said, these are relatively small complaints in what is otherwise a very confident balls to the wall horror movie. So to conclude with my review, Evil Dead Burn is a dark, scary, violent, macabre, and grotesquely fun. It's a fun ride that reminded me why I fell in love with this franchise in the first place. This film is more atmospheric and psychologically unsettling than Evil Dead Rise, while still delivering the over the top carnage fans crave in the Evil Dead franchise films. If you're looking for a horror movie that sticks with you, gets under your skin, and leaves you checking the shadows, this one delivers. This movie is highly recommended for horror genre fans. It's not perfect, but it's a damn strong entry that honors the legacy while pushing things in a fresh, terrifying direction. Also, I'm gonna say make sure to stay after the credits roll for a few minutes because there's a funny hidden scene. And so I also just gotta say that this movie is, like I said previously, easily the scariest one since Evil Dead 2. I wasn't expecting this movie to be scary. I was just expecting it to be bloody and gory like the previous entries, but surprisingly, this is a very scary movie, and I absolutely loved it. So, my review for this movie is I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. If you're on the fence about seeing this movie, don't. It's just so good. So if you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I'll be reviewing more horror movies in the near future. And if there's a horror movie you think that I would like, feel free to leave the title of the movie in the comment section below. Thanks.